Flash flooding kills 2 Southwest Ohio men in a canyon on the Utah-Arizona border. The unexpected act happened Saturday afternoon.
But it wasn't until yesterday that their families in Westchester and Kettering got the word. Brad Underwood spoke to the son of one of the men about this pair and their bucket list trip out west.
This is video of a rescue attempt in the slot canyons in the Buckskin Gulch area near Kanab along the Utah-Arizona border. It's roughly the same area where Gary York of Westchester and John Walter of Kettering were found over the weekend.
We didn't hear from them following Saturday, and that's when things started, red flags started getting raised. And I found out from my mom they had been out of communication on Monday, and kind of everything just took on a life of its own from that point on.
Aaron York says his father, Gary, and his uncle, John, had just begun their 10-day hiking trip out west.
The trip was about honoring my Uncle John's faithfulness through a very difficult season. My Aunt Marcy, my dad's oldest sister, passed away on Wednesday, April 5th. And so this trip was about healing.
Today, that healing must continue within the family as 2 grandfathers are gone. The Kane County Sheriff's Office says flash flooding in the Gulch caught the men by surprise and swept them away in a rushing wall of water.
The canyon walls are 300 feet tall, and so when you only have 2 feet of space, it just turns into a high-pressured water system, and there's nowhere to go at that point.
York says while this tragedy is hard to understand, he knows this moment is about hope, love, and his family's faith.
My dad and my uncle both shared a faith in Jesus Christ and trusted in the cross and the power of the Holy Spirit to give us an anchor for our soul for times as this, and also an everlasting hope.
Brad Underwood, Local 12 News.
So in March, 3 hikers from Florida were caught in flash flooding in the same slot canyons. 2 of those hikers died in the floods, while the third was taken to a local hospital.